I don't know what the heck's going on. Hold up. If there's anybody here watching. Sup, sup, sup. My shit is bugging. Hold up. My camera's not working. Here we go. There we go. Let's get some people in here. Damn. I got a stream bot now, but I don't know how the fuck to use it. I need to figure shit out. Quite honestly. And my second monitor is bugging. Everything's bugging. What up? What up? Why did you not come in the Asia session, in the AM session? Because I was asleep, bro. I was fucking asleep, dog. Dead asleep. I slept in late on Saturday or Friday, I think. Long time I didn't do that. I went to sleep like at 3 a.m. And I think it just carried on to the weekend because yesterday I woke up fucking early. I mean, but we're good. There's some good news coming up tomorrow. Oof, look at tomorrow. Sheesh. A lot of news tomorrow. Let me copy trade. We good? Yeah, we good. We did have a big dump in the AM. Mm, Probably some shorts, but that would have been a long ass hold. Some longs, 1030. 11. I mean, I don't really see anything super clear that we would have taken. Probably down here. Probably, but not entirely clean. We do have a unicorn. Kind of nasty though. Let's see if we don't just chop our way. I'm not gonna just take a random setup just to trade. There needs to be a clean setup for me to take it. I'd rather just wait for tomorrow, honestly. But I missed you guys all weekend. I missed streaming. I'm not gonna lie. Probably not gonna have a lot of activity here. Let's see what these macros have in store. I am close to passing two evals here. I'm halfway on both. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good afternoon type shit. Yup. Medium price is kind of chopping. I think I'm more inclined to see this low get taken rather than this high, or even this high. There's a unicorn at 1045. And hit the stop loss. Rip. Good morning, good morning. I mean, probably at 1050 here. Thinking it was gonna come back to the 15 minute gap here. The 50% of the range. Just about. What strategy do you use? I use the unicorn, bro. Unicorn. Breaker block plus breakaway gap, or mitigation block plus breakaway gap is the unicorn. Hacker's gonna start here in a few. We are in a bullish. We are respecting the bullish fair value gap here and here on the daily. We have swept these lows here, but we are in a bearish downtrend. Probably don't want to be too zoomed in to take a unicorn. But for example, here we are inversing a breaker. We have swept liquidity. But we probably want to see us inverse this high, break above this high. Yup, it's not leaving the gap. I'm more inclined for this low to get taken. We are slowly trading back down into it. So perhaps maybe an inverse of this bullish mitigation to the downside. We'll see. What up? What up? Welcome, Senor Frog. What's up, Senor Froming? Now we live, yes sir. I mean, tomorrow's gonna be good. You know what? In my head, while I was asleep dreaming and shit, I was like, bro, it's no news Monday. Like, it's all good if I miss out. My alarm is at 6:45 in the morning. Yesterday I woke up at fucking 5 a.m., bro. I don't know what happened today. I let my dog out. Who let the dogs out type shit. I let my dog out, and I went back down to sleep, bro. I went out deep like a light. No news Monday though, so I was like, meh. What's my bias for today? I mean, we are trading inside of bullish imbalances on the daily and 4 hour time frame. However, I do want to see. I'm trading two combines right now. I'm halfway there. I have one funded that I'm not trading till next year. Yeah, I'll go over right now. The macros just started. I don't want to miss it. I'll go over what I would have traded. I mean, I was looking over it, and there wasn't really nothing too attractive for me to take. We did have this dump, kind of shaky dump, but nothing too attractive that caught my eye or anything. No clean unicorn for me, in my opinion. I'm even here in the 5 minute, maybe, maybe here, but it's still like kind of sketchy. I feel like I didn't miss much, bro. We did have this big dump, but I mean, where's the unicorn? Nothing too crazy. We do have this bullish. We do have another bearish. My bad. Bearish order blocks here that I want to see get inversed. Maybe leave a gap along the way. We do have some buy side here. Make sure you trade in the 30-day window, though, on the Express. It's on Apex that I have the funded. I have to look into how that works. We are getting a shift on both assets. We do have SMT here at the lows. Probably not gonna go too heavy on the contracts here. Um, if I do the intra trade, I'm watching. It's not the best price action. We are inversing bullish PD arrays, bearish PD arrays though, but it's not the most clean price action right now. The macro did just start, so I'm not too in a hurry to do anything. I think I would rather be more inclined to trade a short than to trade a long, even though we are inversing. We do have SMT here at the lows. However, I am sensing that all this, I think it's more clear on ES that we're generating low resistance liquidity here. Look on ES. Look at this low resistance liquidity. Chopping our way to the top. So for that reason, gonna stay away for now. We do have this other bearish order block that we could inverse. We have this untapped breakaway gap right here that we could trade into. I'm I think I'm more inclined to take shorts and sweep the low to trade with the trend. But we'll see. Macro just started. We're not in a hurry. So the last two macros on the PM are where the most movement you're gonna find. So this first macro right after lunch, 150 to 210. There can also be movements, but ICT calls what does he call it? The money macros, I think. The golden macros, some shit like that. Which is like the PM silver bullet is from 2 to 3. So the macro from 1 250. I mean from is it the macro for yeah, the last macro is the one that's most exciting. It's the 250 from 310 macro is where you'll find the last displacement of the New York session. So like I said, right now we're seeing what happens. I am sensing we're generating this low resistance liquidity. I'm not too excited to take longs here. I'd rather see a short to come back down to trade to this low because we did trade into a bearish 15 minute and then we displaced lower and we want to see the next sweep of liquidity because we haven't really swept the sell side. Even the body here, we haven't swept it after we did trade into a 15 minute and we did have a big displacement, even closing below the manipulation there. So I am more inclined to take shorts. We are respecting this bearish. We'll see. No rush to take a trade. I'm not too enticed to take a trade. Just analyzing the price. Damn, I missed you all, bro. I miss streaming. I lose purpose on the weekends. I think I need to do some long form YouTube, bro. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do these next 2 weekends. Spend time with my family, right? But it's gonna be tough not to trade, not to stream and talk to y'all. We are chopping our way to the top. I'm not gonna trade chop. But I do want to see us push bearish. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Let me look at ES real quickly and then quick analyze. Ooh, ES was close to taking that low, but it didn't either. We are inversing all of the bearish PD arrays here. And we've tapped into this unicorn here. What do I want to see ideally? I don't want to see us break this high. Or maybe wick this high. But the moment I see a displacement to the downside is where I'll be looking to hop into a trade. Maybe inverse this mitigation. We're reactive, remember. We're not gonna force a trade or nothing. I'm not gonna enter on this tap. Because a lot of shit good happened. Nah, I trade micros. Micros. On the evals, I go a little bit heavier. I get closer to the mini, 1 mini. But today, since it's the PM macros, which I don't usually trade, It's Monday, no news Monday and shit. I'm gonna go light on the trade. Probably risk about 150, maybe 300, 200, somewhere around there, and maybe only take one trade today. I am halfway through these two combines. I do want to pass them to get ready for next year, but we'll see. On a funded, I'm gonna lower my risk. I used to risk about 300 per trade to make 600, but I think I'm gonna lower it to 200, maybe 150, probably 200 to make 400, somewhere around there. Because if my plan is to copy trade several accounts, so and try to take like a 1K payout between all the accounts, so I don't have to go that heavy. I want to make them last. So probably gonna risk around 200, maybe 150 to make 300. Probably 200. This is my job at the moment, yes. This is all I do as of now. But I am not a profitable trader, don't get it twisted. Right now I'm trading two accounts, two evals. I have one funded that I'm not gonna trade till next year. My boy Ghost, what's up? But yeah, two accounts right now. Chopping our way to the top. The moment I see an inverse, I might look to jump into the trade. Maybe you want to see us wick up here. You'll be profitable soon. You have great discipline. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. I've really tied myself down lately. Giveaway, probably not right now or not today. Maybe Friday. I'll do a giveaway. I need to send more emails, get more accounts, get more sponsorships so I can do more giveaways. Made 1600 on my Express first day. Now just waiting until next year. But I plan to try and add some evals. Yeah, bro. Honestly, 1600 is already a lot of bread, bro. You should definitely look to stack more evals. Because like just imagine 1600 but across like 10 evals, that's already like that's stupid money already. That's why I feel like we should scale down. At least that's what I'm gonna do. You made 1400 on that Express? Shit, bro. Y'all are making hella bread, bro. Careful. Let's see if we wig. Damn, we're displacing hard. We do have this 5 minute unicorn right here, look. Is it gonna stand though? Is it gonna hold? We do have this beautiful 5 minute breaker. The higher the time frame, the unicorn, the higher the probability of the trade. You used 4 minis, that's fucking wild on an Express. That's wild, wait. I feel like something's wrong with my... You went heavy, bro. Getting a rash here. We are displacing. Let's see what happens. We're just reactive, right? We're not gonna jump the gun to nothing. Yeah, I won't do that again. Even though it was profit fast, I went negative fast as well. Yep. My boy Miles, what's up, brother? I miss you, dog. Call soon. Call very soon, please. Shit, mailman, would you hate me if I told you I don't believe you that you won't do it again? You gotta really tie yourself down, brother. You went too heavy, bro. With all due respect, right? And I'm no better than you because I've definitely done that. But fast money goes by fast, like the faster you make it, the faster you're gonna watch it slip from your hands. The biggest payout I made, or the most amount of money I made in one trade, I went heavy on an express. I went two minis, which is the most. Trust me, I won't. I never do that. I just wanted to be in and out today because it was very choppy this morning, so I wanted fast money today. Careful, brother. I bottom ticked like two minis, and I made like 3K, bro. That was like my biggest trade I've ever done in my life. I did it on my phone. I was in Europe, and I got a big payout. Requested half of like I already had money on the account. I requested like 2,500. This was in August, my last payout, but it was a gamble, right? I went heavy, and it was a lesson learned because ever since then I haven't gotten a payout. All right, all right. This is what we want to see. We want to see us displace lower. Let's reset these. We do have our bullish order block right here. We didn't exactly displace over, kind of just wigged, but we're watching, bro. Just watching, having a good time. I missed you all big time, bro. I missed streaming, Doug. Talking to the chat. I'm gonna do some long form YouTube right now because we're gonna have to take a break because of Christmas. But I want to take the time to do some long form content, explore some new video formats, still within this trading world, this trading realm. Is the giveaway over? I mean, I have no accounts left to give away. Gave them all away. But I do want to send some emails. Try to get more accounts from other firms. A lot have affiliates, so I'm gonna see what I could do to give more accounts away. We did displace nicely on the 3 minute. Looking at the 5 minute though, and nothing too convincing for me. No FOMO, rather just wait, honestly. No FOMO. Just watching, just lurking, not too enticed to take a trade. If I am gonna take a trade, I need to see it clear. That's how I blew like 4 or 5 accounts with FOMO. Yeah, been there, done that, bro. I mean, you do get tired of yourself, right? I did get tired of myself just like blowing accounts left and right for no reason, or just like the post nut clarity, post trade clarity. You're like, bro, if I just didn't do anything, I would have still had my accounts. If I just waited. So we're always in post trade clarity. Being a profitable trader is always a decision and not a destination, right? You don't become a profitable trader. Either you are or you're not. With the things you do, the habits you do, either you are or you're not. It's an everyday decision that you make. I got tired of myself, and on top of that, I feel like I was a shit trader when I wasn't. With just fun getting away. Yeah. Yeah, like just telling ourselves like, bro, if only I had followed my plan. If only I had followed my rules. That's all it takes, really. It really is that simple. The hard part is not clicking the button. Like just watching price displays without you or the AM drop, no unicorns, and just watching it drop without you. Like would you be able to watch this? Like just bleed and not do anything? Of course you get FOMO, of course you want to interact with it, right? But that's when it comes that's those are the big tests. Or probably have four express funded accounts. If I follow through, yeah, bruh. I would have a mansion and a Lambo, brother. But we don't. We fucking don't. We are displacing above. We have shifted on both assets. We did shift on both assets. On the 5 minute, the nearest gap is right here, which is kind of low. Probably target 50% of this 5 minute gap. What would the trade look like? Something like this, perhaps. Probably I don't want to see it go all the way down here. We do have a bullish order block here. Would I want to take a 1 to 1.5? We'll see. But we do have a 5 minute unicorn placed. We have shifted on both assets, giving us a market structure shift. We do have SMT here at the lows. And we do have a bearish imbalance to trade into. We are in the discount of the range. What's a unicorn? A unicorn is a breaker block. This is the breaker block right here, paired with a breakaway gap. So this right here is a breaker block. And this right here is our bag. So a breaker block, essentially what it is a failed order block, right? This is a bearish order block. Price displaces, sweeps liquidity here. And what does a bearish order block tell us? That sellers are in place and they want to push the price lower, right? They want to push the price into this external sell side liquidity. But since price just swept internal and reversed, meaning this bearish order block failed, buyers stepped in to inverse this bearish order block. It makes it a breaker block. When we shifted above the wick here, it made it a breaker block. And when you pair a breaker block with a breakaway gap, with a fair value gap right here, that's that unicorn. The 3 minute, it was clean here. The unicorn was clean here in the 3 minute. Could have had the entry there. Wasn't too excited to take. Wasn't excited to take longs, but we have inversed on the 5 minute. The higher the time frame the unicorn, the higher the probability of it playing out. I've taken a 15-minute unicorn and it plays out beautifully. Never called it that. That's that unicorn. That's strictly what I trade. And only in macro times. So we are gonna have around two more candles. I am gonna place our buy limit just to see what happens. I'll probably do let's do five, why not? Have a micro, have a mini. And this is probably not gonna be my stop loss. I'll see where I adjust it. We do have one more 5 minute candle to go to give us an entry. If not, we're just gonna close the trade. You make this way easy to understand, not gonna lie. That's the goal, brother. That is the goal. Since we closed above the wick here, this to me is already signaling a market structure shift. We do have a bullish SMT here at the lows. ES failed to sweep that low, adding to our bullish confirmation. And if it fails, doesn't matter, bro. We tried, right? We stacked confluences. We do have some buy side liquidity to take. And if it fails, if it displays, if it closes in our stop loss, doesn't matter, bro. Just another trade. We're not gonna blow our accounts here in one trade, right? We are tapping the breaker block. A lot of people enter on the breaker, or 50% of the breaker. I strictly enter on the breakaway gap, but price could displace from here and never come back into the gap and leave without us. But that's okay. That's not our model. Whatever you do, define, you have to strictly trade it. You have to follow the rules all the time. If not, you get a lot of variability in your results. And with a lot of variability, you won't have consistency. And without consistency, you can't be profitable. So whatever you decide to do, if you're trading IFVGs, trend lines, order flow, unicorn, whatever the fuck you're trading, define your rules to the dot and strictly trade those. Your risk management rules, your contracts, your entries, your exits, your risk reward, your conditions, your confluences. Write that shit down, pen and paper, everything you need to see happen, and strictly trade that. Don't give yourself wiggle room. Don't don't FOMO. Oh shit, it's tapping the breaker block. This time I'm gonna try tap when it's tapping the breaker block, and not when it taps the breakaway gap. Don't give yourself that wiggle room. Follow the rules. Be strict with them. You're not gonna win 100% of the time. Let's see. Let me start recording. If we do tap, if we don't tap, that's okay. We do have around 2 more minutes. We'll see what happens. It's probably gonna be, if we do get tapped, it's probably gonna be a long hold because we are trading this in the 5 minute. We got missed there by a tick. If it doesn't tap us and it just goes away, doesn't matter, bro. We exit the trade and we watch it go without us. We don't FOMO it. It's just more added conviction, right? That the unicorn works, that the strategy works, that the model works. The year's over, bro. I'm excited for 2026. I'm just generating more conviction, forward testing, even if I'm not in the trade. My ego is not attached to my P&L. I don't get FOMO. I don't chase trades. I don't. That's not me anymore. Because I want to be profitable. I want it so bad, right? And I'm willing to sacrifice some profits. We have around 50 more seconds. If we don't get tapped here, I am gonna exit the trade. It wants to though. Look, we're getting edged. I'm watching ES closely. ES got edged as well on the 5 minute because we do have a gap on ES as well. It's resisting. We have around 10 more seconds.
Order filled.
All right, there we got tapped. Where do we want to put our stop loss? Let's try this for now. Mm, Probably do want to put it below this order block ideally. Mm, we'll just leave it as is. Let's see if price wants to continue to push higher. But price could definitely tap into this bullish order block to continue to push higher. Or it could just fail at an inverse and we're out of the trade. Ideally, probably here, but do I want to take this big of a range of a loss? Hmm. Where to put it? Where to put it? Where to put it? Because we could wick, like I said, we could wick on this bullish order block. Where to put it? Where to put it? I mean, let's try it, I guess. We're only gonna take one trade today. Let's make it last. I'm not gonna move nothing. Well, unless we do take this high, it's probably where we'll adjust. But we are taking a funky trade here with a wide stop. We could wick on that bullish order block. Nah, I trade only AM session, bro. But since we slept in, and since we are trading an eval, we're giving it a try. It's gonna be a long hold, but we did take a 5 minute unicorn, which is nice. What are your views on December price action? I mean, a lot of wigs, but I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of clean. It's been cleaner than I thought it would. But the moves have presented themselves and they have played out cleanly, better than expected. I mean, but then again, if you're like a consistently profitable trader, you probably finish your year in November, which was a good month. You're probably done for the year, right? But for us retails, for us simple mortals, I mean, it's been good. Hopefully, it leaves a nice wick here. I could adjust my stop loss just below this, but we'll wait. We're getting a nice rejection. We do have this mitigation block that's gonna get inversed. Could look for a re-entry. Perhaps we're watching. We are gonna get a unicorn inside of the unicorn. We are inversing bearish order flow with displacement. We'll see what happens. We did have a nice rejection. Still holding. We're still holding. We can most definitely wick off this bullish order block. So we're watching. I took a break this month. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's because it's at the end. What's the rush, right? We're always so in a rush. The charts are gonna be here tomorrow. They're gonna be here next month. Nothing happens if you miss out 1 month. It's just that detachment of the daily trades, right? Of the day by day. Like not getting too overly attached on this trade, for example. If it fails, it fails. It does not define me as a trader, right? Oh shit, he can't trade like because he took an L. Bro, what? L's are part of it. You must take L's. You must learn how to take them without having your ego overly attached to it. Like I said, this is probably going to be a long hold. We're gonna hold it. I am expecting maybe we see a tap of this bullish order block and then we displace higher into this bearish PD array. We are trading inside of a daily bullish gap, inside of a 4-hour bullish gap at the lows. We did accumulate here. We manipulated now once, twice, leaving an SMT, and we displaced higher. Market structure shift, SMTs at the lows. We have a good target. I mean, we stacked the confluences, right? We aligned with the higher time frame bias. It's a good try, right? We traded inside the macro. It's a good try. If it fails, it fails. We journal it. We review it in hindsight, and that's that. That's what the risk management is for. But we don't FOMO. We don't. Oh shit. We don't get overly attached. But I'm holding with conviction. We did get a volume imbalance here. I do see buyers being more stronger than the sellers. Hopefully, we could get a displacement. I don't know. Maybe we'll get crazy. Maybe we could take partials. Maybe we could hold. We'll see what the trade does. And we're reactive based upon it. Because we could take like half off here, maybe three here, and the rest right there at the 50%. Maybe. Just to get funky with it. Just to get crazy with it. That's if it goes up there, right? We are just consolidating. We are just chopping. Let's see what happens. We do have very little people here right now in the stream. That's all right. Gonna be a long hold though. And this is really all there is to it. You started to chop. So that's the thing with the macros. Macro starts like 45, and this when we start displacing, right? Up, down, and then macro finishes, and we start chopping. I do love me my macros. But we are gonna get a long hold here. A new 15-minute candle just opened. Could expect some movement. We are getting low volume on the bearish candles, which is a good sign. The sellers are failing to push the price below the breakaway gap. We do want to see the buyers step in anytime soon. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Give me a second. Long hold, big wicks. Let's see what happens. We are getting low volume from the sellers. Let's see if we tap the bullish OB. It's going. Just missed it. We are getting bullish SMT. But we are starting to get movement at least. Gonna be a long hold, brothers. How are you? I'm good, brother. I'm chilling. I slept late on Friday. Long time I didn't do that. I drank a little bit. Long time I don't do that. Um, but I had a pretty chill weekend. Not gonna lie. Didn't really do much. How have you been, bro? But I've been doing good. Like I said, I missed the stream. I miss talking to y'all. I really love what I do. I really do get passion in what I do. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about doing more long form content on YouTube, more videos, more activity. I did start to blow up at the end of the year, but I've been doing this since like June. Going good, learning a lot. Let's go, brother. Here we go. We're back close to our entry. We are waking a lot. It's gonna be a long hold. Yeah, you should for sure. For sure, most definitely. We'll try. I want to make like an in-depth video on my strategy as a whole, as in price action, as in risk management, and as in psychology. Just like set it in stone, talk about the road to glory, to start 2026 on a high note, and know exactly what we're gonna do when we get our funded, at least, how we're gonna trade it, and follow it, make it last, keep streaming. We did tap the order block. Let's see what happens when we tap the order block. Gonna be a long hold. We have some big ranges we want to trade into. I'll probably, if we somehow inverse or leave another unicorn right here when the next macro starts, I'm maybe look for a re-entry, lower my take profit, lower my stop loss. We do have a lot of buy side here, minor buy side. We did just tap the bullish order block. It could respect it and just dip, or we could trade into the 50%, or we could, get inversed and get fucking stopped out. But the idea is you place your stop loss below anything that could push the price higher. So in this case, we know that a bullish order block could push the price higher, so we have to put it below that. But we've already tapped it. But we could definitely see a forever model type B where we sweep this low, maybe with an SMT, and then we push it higher. Or this could be the turtle swoop. We could inverse. But we have to buy into the narrative on why we entered the trade and where we think price is going to go. We are getting a lot more volume on the bullish candles than on the bearish candles. We do have bullish SMTs printing out right now. We did get a sweep of liquidity inside of the order block. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get any indication of price wanting to inverse. Very low volume, very low volume. Small candles, big wicks, small candles. See what happens. Came back and you entered. We might look for a re-entry. We're getting a nice push. Nice candle right there. I was thinking about putting a magnet emoji like up here to push the price higher. Till we get a unicorn inside of a unicorn. We got we're getting like nice volume on the bullish candles. We do want to see the buyers step in here. The macro is just about to start in a bit. Let's see if we get closer to our entry. Sweep some highs so I can move my stop loss. But we are getting a nice push higher. Taps into the order block, sweep of liquidity, SMT. Let's see if price could push higher. We are trading on the 5 minute. It's a 5 minute bullish order block. ES is not even close to tapping that same order block. I mean, it's close, but it hasn't. Next macro is just about to start in a couple more minutes, or when this candle closes. So let's see what the 15-minute candle gives us. Very low volume on the bears here. ES is holding. ES is still holding the unicorn. So our like bullish narrative, it's still at play. We do still have bullish SMT here at the lows. We have bullish SMT here. ES still doesn't sweep this. Candles low, NQ already has. We're gonna get a new 15-minute candle here in 10 seconds. Let's see what happens. New macro. Long hold. Let's see if we get any sign or indication that we want to inverse and give us a re-entry. Or we could just get taken out and that's the end of it. But we're waiting. It's a long hold. We should see movement to any side here soon. I know Pine script. I could build you an indicator with your name. What would the indicator be about? Unicorn? Maybe. Or maybe just the macros. I think there's already macro indicator. We should see movement anytime here soon. From trading in the zone? That's crazy. What do you say? I mean, go for it if you want, but I don't know what would even want, you know? Like what would I even I don't really use indicators. Well, only the volume, but that's about it. We got our first 5 minute candle, a bullish candle inside of the order block. Let's see if we get CRT. Just trying to look for a re-entry somewhere here. Or anything for that matter. You don't need to pay. I mean, yeah, like I wasn't planning to pay. Like I said, I just don't really know what I would want, right? Like what type of indicator I would want, because I don't really use indicators. But I mean, surprise me, chef. Long hold, long hold. All right, bet. I'll be waiting. Thanks, brother. ES is looking way more bullish than NQ. We are trading inside of this order block. It's long hold. Chopping our way to the bottom. We want to see displacement to the top. Ideally, I do want to see CRT. But we're getting this big volume bullish candles. Bigger than all the bearish candles. We are pushing on ES. We want to see NQ follow. Might look to re-enter. If we do get CRT, there's still 2 minutes for this candle to close. What's up, brother? It's an eval, yes, sir. Hope you pass it, bro. Hopefully. Long hold. It is respecting the order block. You want to see a displacement higher. We are going to get CRT here. 15 seconds for candle to close. I'm gonna hold off on the re-entry. We are gonna get CRT though. Let's do like 3
Order filled.
and adjust. We want to see NQ follow what ES is doing. ES is pushing. We're back at our entry. But now we've adjusted our stop loss. We wouldn't want to see price come trade back to our stop loss. So that's where we're going to put it. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. We will see what happens. Back in profits. You want to see us keep displacing higher. We do have this bearish order block right here. That's going to be the final boss. But ES is displacing. We want to see NQ displace as well. You want to see NQ follow. We are going to get a new 1 hour. Candle here in a few. ES just swept the high. Probably want to see NQ follow. But we're back in profits. And I'll probably take 5 contracts here. We're getting a nice push. Let's see if we could close above that bearish order block. ES is pushing. We want to see NQ follow. All right. I do expect some movement here. New 1 hour candle. Back at our entry. That could very well be the bottom wick, but we're holding. No top wick yet. We do have that unicorn right there. Could be our last line of defense. We could get stopped out here. We are getting a very, very heavy 1 hour candle open here. We do have a massive bearish SMT with ES. We wanted to see NQ follow the displacement higher. Yup, we're gonna get cooked here, most likely. That was a long hold. No bottom wick yet. I mean, no top wick yet. It'd be very dreamy for us to think that we're gonna wick off here, but hopefully it's one of those days. Highly unlikely though. We're gonna hold. We want to see a bigger rejection. Let's see if we could break this high here. Highly unlikely though. But I am just gonna hold. We still don't have a top wick in the 1 hour candle. It just opened and dumped. We're thinking power of 3. Hopefully this could be the manipulation. We tap the order block one more time. See if we reject. Not likely though. I am holding though. We want to see it break this high right here. What a long hold, bro. We got a nice rejection on ES. Hopefully NQ could follow. And I probably will trail my stop loss here. Once we break this high, I'm moving to break even if we break it. Because we are trading inside of a higher time frame PD array on ES. But we're back in profits. Do want to see that high get swept. We did inverse. Part of me just wants to re-enter, bro. But I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave it play out. I am going to adjust my stop loss to around there. Minimize our loss. But I do want to see that high get taken. Maybe move to here. Cut our risk in half. Look at this 1 hour. No top wick, all bottom wick. You do want to see this flip. We've inversed on the 2 minute. Part of me wants to re-enter. This has been a long hold, bro. You want to see us break that high. This to me just looks like a manipulation leg right here. Long hold, bro. Holy shit. We've already minimized our risk. Yep. It already has been a long ass trade, bro. I don't usually hold this long, but we're holding. I do want to see that buy side get taken. We are holding on for dear life. We're getting a nice set of bullish candles. I mean, we've already minimized our risk. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. This to me does look like a liquidity grab right there. We are respecting this bearish OB. We've established our risk. Let's see if we can take this buy side up here. That's what we're targeting. We have swept that. Do I want to move to break even? Probably gonna keep minimizing my risk to around right there. But I want to see that buy side get taken. From 500, we're down to 174. Heavily minimized our risk for this long ass trade. A very good low risk, high reward trade we have going on. But we want to see a push to that buy side. Low risk, high reward are my favorite trades, bro. We get stopped out, we get stopped out. So, bro, I didn't try to let this how it's going to work for you. We've been in a long hold, brother. We've already minimized our risk from around $500 to 164. We survived all this manipulation. If we just want to chop down, we chop down, we get stopped out. But we've minimized our risk. I do want to see this buy side get taken. We want to see this 1 hour flip bullish and sweep these highs. Yeah, very choppy. No news Monday. Not the best. But I'm happy to take a small loss if we get taken out. We've been in a long ass hold. And we're starting to see movement here. See what this 15-minute, the new 15-minute wants to do. We're gonna watch closely. Long ass hold, brothers. We want to see NQ follow ES and take that high. We already have too many bullish SMTs. But now it's putting a bearish SMT, so which one's gonna hold, the bullish or the bearish? We'll see. We'll find out. A new 15-minute candle's just about to open. Last hour of the market here. We're probably gonna get stopped out with this chop. We did get a volume imbalance here. Let's see what happens. I mean, when we entered the trade, it wasn't on a barcode, right? But then again, I did want to trade on Monday. I did miss the AM session. I wanted to dip my feet to see if the water was cold or wet. Cold or wet, oi. Cold or hot. We gave it a try. We've been in a long hold, big volume coming in. Let's see if it could take us to the promised land. Probably when we sweep this high, if we sweep it, I am going to move to break even, and that will be the end of it. I do want to see this buy side get taken up here. We entered on the 5-minute unicorn in the last macro, and we've been holding ever since. But let's see, we were already in a long ass hold, bro. Might as well keep holding. We've minimized our risk. Our risk was $500. We're down to 174. We were in drawdown for a while. We broke our entry again. Just a long hold, long hold. We're accumulating now. I did sense that this was the 1 hour manipulation, the 1 hour wig. We want to see us take this buy side liquidity. I'm not counting on it though. It's hence why I have my risk where I have it. I don't want to participate in this trade. Time to play chess in a bit. I would be playing chess if I wasn't streaming. But nah, I'd rather just fucking observe the trade, watch it. I low-key just want to be done with this trade already and get ready for tomorrow. I'm happy with the small loss. We gave it a try. We entered on the 5-minute unicorn. I'm still inclined to seeing that buy side get taken, but we're probably gonna get stopped out here. What a long hold, bro. Big wig, not what you want to see. Our stop loss gets edged, but we're most likely gonna get stopped out here.
Order filled.
That's it. Sheesh. Bro, that was like an hour and a half hold. Initially, we trailed our stop loss, right? We had our stop loss down here, then down here, then we trailed it some more. We were trimming our losses little by little. After a big displacement, we did re-enter on the trade, which we moved our stop loss down here. We got a nice displacement. It comes back down, edges our stop loss, displaces again, meaning I don't want to be part of the chop, right? We do have a bearish SMT with ES. Don't want none of that. We took a small loss. Still a big week ahead. Not gonna blow my account on one trade. So, I mean, yeah. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. No, I don't think I am gonna end the stream here. And we're back to our regular schedule tomorrow, alright? So that's it. I think we had very little viewers today. That's fine. Whoever stuck around the whole trade, I love you. I'll try to get more accounts to give away, and that's it. All right. I love you all. GG's. Take care.